Hola, TikTok Live. Today is Tuesday, July 1st. Happy July 1st. Let's own this month, start off this month properly. So I'm on here getting some steps in. I got a walk treadmill. Hey, get away from that. Talking to my dog. I got a walk pad treadmill, right? Walk pad slash treadmill that I walk on because right now, well, first off, I enjoy walking a lot. So that walking is very therapeutic for me. All right, second of all, right now, during my pancreatic cancer journey, walking is my main form of exercise. So I got diagnosed in January of this year, January 2025, and I believe I got this walk pad. I got this walk pad like in March, right? So I haven't been using it that much. This is actually the first time I use it in probably like a month or two because I had Whipple surgery on May 6th. I just had my sixth round of chemo. So all that to say that I haven't really been working out too much, but little by little, every day you get stronger. So I want to at least try to do 10 minutes on here today. Get some steps in. I figure I'll go live while I do that. Try to do 10 minutes minimum, 15 minutes maximum. See how it goes. And since I was gonna get some exercise, I figured why not go live and let y'all know that I'm here being active. I'm here being active. And we're gonna see how this goes. My first time being on live using a walk pad in a long time. I think I did it one other time when I first got it, and I haven't been back on it since. So I can see my stomach still shows the evidence that my body's still healing post Whipple surgery. I've It's a weird thing, man. Like I'm constantly not trying to gain weight after 3.5 years of trying to constantly trying to lose weight. For those that don't know, and for those that didn't ask, and for those that left no comments, for the last 3.5, going on 4 years now, I've lost over 110 pounds. I basically lost a whole person. My fitness journey really took off when I stopped drinking. I'm also 3.5 years sober from the bottle, meaning no alcohol. Not one sip of alcohol have I had in 3.5 years. Today I make 1,301 days sober from the bottle, man. Praise Jesus. So with that being said, now I'm constantly trying to gain weight between the initial health issues that I had, which I had a tumor top of my pancreas that was obstructing my digestive system from me getting all my nutrients and calories in properly. From that to having a stent put in, to then chemotherapy starting, to then the Whipple surgery, to then now resuming chemotherapy, I've been constantly losing weight. So putting on weight is my main objective, but I also got to stay active, right? Because I can't let my body just atrophy. I refuse to let my body just atrophy because I ain't built like that, man. There's a hook in me, one that you cannot see, but it is there. So when you ask me if I have a choice of whether or not I'm going to work out or not, or I'm going to attempt to work out or not, or I'm going to try to work out or not, it's not a choice, man. I am an addict in recovery. That means I have an addictive personality by nature, which means that I'm always going to be addicted to something. And I'm choosing, by the grace of God, to be addicted to the good things in my life, positive things, right? Because my addictions don't take days off, so I try not to take days off from working out either. But with that being said, because of my health issues and from doctor's orders and listening to my body, I got to take it easy. I got to do what I can to stay active at the same time, not hurting myself and letting my body recover. So it's all a process, man. It's all a journey. So I call it my pancreatic cancer journey. I don't say my C word because I don't try to personalize or own any sickness or any disease. It's just something I'm going through right now. If you see me looking down a lot, because again, I haven't used the walk pattern in a while. I ain't trying to fall. Yeah, I'm already up to 7 minutes. So it's not too bad. Again, this is not going to be a long workout. It'll be quick. If I get 15 minutes in, I'll be very happy with that. And I'm only going, 1.1 miles per hour. So I'm going super slow. For those that don't know, chemotherapy makes you dizzy. So I got to be very mindful of my equilibrium, my balance, so that I don't fall because I can't afford to get hurt, man. I got it up to 1.2. It's a good, easy pace. I usually do most of my walks in the park, but I also want to take advantage of my walk pad and start using this more consistently at home and start going more live at home and doing more of these workouts live on TikTok and YouTube. I'm going to figure out a way how to link the two. I know there's a way to do it, to link your TikTok to your YouTube. So when I go live here, it automatically goes live on YouTube and vice versa. And it's 2025, so 2025 apparently is the year of engagement on social media. Any more engagement, you gotta be engaged. So I put the phone super close to me so I can actually read your comments if you leave any. If you do, I appreciate it, and if you don't, that's fine as well. You can ask me questions about pancreatic cancer. I made not a promise to myself, but I guess it's a promise. Just something I try to do is I try to educate people on cancer now because I know I'm still very ignorant of cancer, but I was super ignorant before I got cancer, before I got my diagnosis rather, how cancer actually works. So if you have questions about my recovery, how I eat now, I got a whole new digestive system for my Whipple surgery. For those that don't know, Whipple surgery is a surgery where they remove major parts of your digestive system for a lot of reasons, right? It could be, for my particular reason, it was I had a cancerous tumor that they removed on May 6th. They also removed my gallbladder. They removed part of my small intestine. They removed part of my bowel duct. They removed the head of my pancreas. And I believe that's it. Hey, like that's not enough, right? Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all they removed. You can also actually get questions about the walk pad. I do have a TikTok shop, and I'm in the process of putting up. I highly recommend walk pads. I think everybody should have a walk pad in their house so that you have no excuse not to get, at the very least, some exercise in because this easy breezy, exercise, meaning like you don't have to give it too much thought. I really prefer walking outside. I think walking outside is the best. Especially walking in nature, walking in the sand, walking trails, hiking. I really enjoy all that stuff now. But if you are interested in the walk pad, there are a lot of walk pads on Amazon. I actually got mine from Amazon, not the TikTok shop. Full disclosure, mine is called. It's made by Else Luck, the Else Luck walk pad, and it's available Amazon, TikTok shop, wherever y'all shop at. You can buy a walk pad. This one gets up to 3.8 miles per hour. I've never got it up that high because I don't use this for running. When I was running, I did all my running outside. I didn't do any treadmill running. I have nothing against treadmill running, but I just prefer running outside in nature. And yeah, it's available on the TikTok shop on Amazon. So yeah, I've been on this pancreatic cancer journey, man. And like I said, I know I'm very ignorant of cancer. I was very super ignorant of cancer before I got my diagnosis. So yeah, questions, man. Leave it in the comments. I'll try to answer it when I get off because I'm not gonna be answering too much. No, I can answer. If I read it, right, I can answer it. I don't gotta type the question. I don't gotta type my response. See, I'm still new to the TikTok live stuff. Yeah, I got questions. Let me know, and I'll try to answer it to the best of my ability. Ironically, how I found out I had cancer was I read my own chart. If y'all don't know, there's this thing called My Chart. It's an app where like all your appointments, all your test results, all your blood work, all your medicines, all your appointments, they're all in one space called My Chart. Again, I just found out about this year, right? I never had a My Chart app before. I never had the need of a My Chart app. I never had a My Chart app. And within that app, I was able to be the first one to read and decipher my own diagnosis, which was that the tumor that was in me was malignant. And that means it's positive for cancer. Where I'm at now in my journey is that I'm going all in the right direction, man. Everything is moving in the right direction. Praise Jesus. Everything is moving in the right direction, man. I start my 7th round of chemo next Tuesday. July 8th will be my 7th round of chemo. I ain't got willing because I got 6 more rounds after this. My 7th round is coming up. My 6th round was super tough. I was super nauseous. I had a lot of vomiting. I had a lot of diarrhea. And again, that's why you lose a lot of weight, And I was already eating too much. I was barely sipping on even liquids, man, because that was my first round of chemo post Whipple surgery. And again, I have a new digestive system, which is very, very delicate, man. Like I gotta watch. I can't have high fat foods. Absolutely no alcohol, no smoking. I have to watch my sugar intake. Um, Basically, I gotta eat like a super clean bodybuilding diet for somebody who's also trying to be kind to the digestive system. So I do drink a very uh, high calorie boost protein shake, and even that now that I drink it that I've been drinking it post Whipple surgery, it sometimes hits my stomach hard. So for instance, that's the only thing I had this morning was my protein shake, and even that when I drink it, sometimes I get nauseous afterwards because it's high in sugar because it has a lot of calories. Well, you gotta try to make the best choices you can with what you got, right? What I'm learning in society, man, is that pretty much everything that we get, man, unless you get it fresh from the farm, is like not 100% good for us. It's like logical, right? But it's the way you grew up because you don't even think about it. Like even the good food that we get, right? If you buy fruits, 9 times out of 10, the fruit comes in what? Plastic. You buy ground beef, which is very good for you, right? Comes wrapped in plastic. Also, I'm not eating no red meat. Red meat it hits my stomach very hard. I I believe the last red meat that I had since my Whipple surgery was I had some steamed dumplings which had pork in it, and the next day I felt it. So I'm not eating any red meat. I'm eating only chicken, turkey. My wife, praise Jesus, she's my nutritionist as well. She's the one in control of my diet. She tells me what I can and cannot eat. And she let me have turkey sandwiches this week, which made the little Mickey inside of me very, very happy because I love turkey and cheese sandwiches with mustard. I'm not too complicated when it comes to that. Right? I'm very old school. Give me a plain turkey and cheese with some mustard. I'm good to go. But turkey, especially what you get from the bodega or the deli, right? It's horrible for you, man, because it's processed meat and you don't know how long that meat's actually been sitting there. So we at least try to buy our deli meat from a real deli, from like the supermarket deli, but even that, it's still processed meat, man. Meaning like it has chemicals added to it. It's not fresh, right? So it's like if I really want to get a fresh sandwich that's really good, I might order like from my Italian deli, where they Italian delis, they do their sandwiches a little different. I might get a chicken parmesan sandwich, which I love chicken parmesan sandwiches. That's like the biggest sandwich I think I eat is chicken parmesan. Um, that's probably the most sandwich. Yeah, probably, yeah, chicken parmesan. I had a chicken parmesan about a week and a half ago with creamy gorgonzola cheese, and yeah, I'm not a big cheese person. That gorgonzola, man, that was a little rough for me to eat, man. I think I ate like 5 bites of the gorgonzola, and I just threw the whole sandwich out, kept the chicken breast, the chicken parm, and scraped off the gorgonzola because that was tough for me to eat. So yeah, I got an Elstock walk pad, tracks your speed, your distance, your time, and your calories, which is pretty good. And again, I'm not gonna be on here too long. Oh, I'm about to hit 17 minutes. Look at that. Praise Jesus. So I'm gonna do 20 minutes and get off. It says I've walked 0.32 miles so far. So look at that, man. Wasn't even trying to be on that long. That's another reason I went live. I figure if I go live, it'll make the time go by faster. Another thing that a symptom of chemotherapy is chemotherapy messes with your nerve endings. So as I'm walking right now, I can already feel like my left foot is starting to get tingly a little bit. Starting to feel like my foot is falling asleep even though I'm walking on the walk pad. I know, right? Crazy. But that tells me soon I gotta hop off and let my body rest. Uh, Other factors, other symptoms and side effects of chemotherapy, you get dizzy. Of course, I told you about the nausea, diarrhea, vomiting. I even hallucinated while I was on chemotherapy one round. That was probably the roughest round I had. That was round 4. And what else? Sometimes you feel like you have a extreme case of the flu. You'll feel like you have the chills, you have the sweats, then you're super cold, so on and so forth. So, and I know a lot of people out there be like, oh, but chemotherapy is not healthy for you either. This, that, and the third. I totally understand that, and I totally agree with you with that. But I also know that I gotta follow doctor's orders, man. I'm no expert in this field, right? So, and also, me, I before I got sober, and still to this day, right? Because I feel like that's just human nature. I struggle with procrastination, man. I struggle with finishing things, and I know this may not make sense to y'all, but none of y'all. But I want to finish what I started, man. I started chemotherapy, so I want to finish it. I got 6 rounds to go. I'm halfway there. I made it through the surgery. I made it through the first 6 rounds of chemo, so I'm gonna make it through the next 6 rounds of chemo because I finished what I start, man. I'm a big believer in finishing what you start, man. You gotta finish what you start, man. And that means positive things, right? I'm not gonna finish a bottle of alcohol because I started a bottle of alcohol. That's right. That's lunacy, right? Talking about finishing good things, right? Finishing good things in your life, the positive things in your life. Finish what you start, man. You set a promise for yourself, set a goal for yourself. Meaning, set it for yourself, so that way, don't set it and put your goals on other people or other things because those things, when they fail you, then you're not gonna want to finish the goal because you're gonna associate the goal with the other person or the thing, right? Make promises to yourself, make goals for yourself so that you count on yourself, you show up for yourself. And I'm proud of me today, man, because I'm coming up on 20 minutes. So with that, I'm gonna log off, y'all. I don't know if I'm gonna do this every day on here, but I'm at least try to do this 2 times a week for right now and go live. Again, if you have questions, you have comments, when I go live again, you can ask me questions about the pancreatic cancer journey. You can also ask me questions on how to lose weight. You can also ask me questions on how to get sober. Ask me questions about Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. Ask me questions about being high level. Talk to me about my tattoos. I love tats. You want to talk to me about tattoos? I love tattoos. And yeah, man, My catchphrase is be active, y'all. Be grateful. Express that gratefulness to physical movement. Follow Jesus Christ and be high level. Peace, y'all.